YouTube, BigH Trucking is back. I'm watching this guy attempting to back up into a spot here. I'm at Love's on I-85, and I believe this is Commerce, Georgia. He's given up. It's a little tight here. It is a little tight. It's not easy to get in here. I struggled a little bit too. He should have went down there. There's 2 spots available. Oh, there he goes. 2 spots now. There you go. That's going to make your life a lot easier. And that's what we got to do. All right, listen. I just got back. I just finished my first drop. Pick and drop. I got back on Thursday night. Took a load out Friday. Delivered it today. South Carolina, I'm in Georgia. I got to pick up tomorrow. Short trek down to Florida. But the reason why I stayed out a little longer, just in case anyone wants to know, and I'm willing to divulge, is that my best friend's mom passed away. 89 years. But of the 89 years, the last 10 years, she suffered from dementia. And progressively got worse. It's a messed up disease, healthy as an ox, but eventually it takes you to heaven or hell, wherever you want to go. So I was there to support my friend, say my goodbyes, because I've known her and him for, and his dad and whatever, brothers, for over 50 years. So anyway, keeping up with the videos going on in the world of trucking. Obviously, the whole new thing is about the cameras. The front-facing cameras, or the forward-facing cameras. Or however you want to say it. I'm tired. Everyone's got an opinion. I've got an opinion, too. And my opinion is this. It's here because of the drivers, right? Things only happen and things change only because of the few that ruin it for everyone else. That's the reality of it. They claim the pre-pass was switched to drive-wise because there's too many people blowing the scales. I've never blown a scale, never had a reason to blow a scale. So now, Prime is probably sick and tired of getting critical events due to distractions. The number one distractions are cell phones, right? It's the number one distraction. So they want to cut down on that, and the only way they can cut down on that is to put cameras in. So I don't care. I mean, I care, but I don't care. It's not going to change. It's not going to change my loyalty to this company. It's not going to change it. I hope that at the end of the day, the good drivers finally don't have to suffer the consequences because of other people's actions. The good drivers will be asked, probably incentivized, and guys cannot pack in there. It's tough here. They'll be incentivized. Hey, listen, if you want a camera in your truck, we'll give you an extra $50 a week, whatever the case may be. But it's coming. I mean, it's there. It's coming. Just like DriveWise was a test phase. They finally implemented it. Not that it works for me, because DriveWise doesn't work for me. Just like personal conveyance, they got sick and tired. They got too many violations. Just like they're getting too many violations with distracted driving, not wearing seatbelts, having critical events. Enough's enough, Right? At some point, a company, you can't blame the company. Everyone wants to point the finger at Prime or other companies, and it's not them. They need to do what they need to do to protect their business, folks. You know, I mean, yeah, I drank the Prime Kool-Aid. It's a great place for me to work, but I've got to adhere because I'm under their authority. Even though I'm buying my own truck, I'm a lease operator. I pay for all the damages that occur, whether it's blowing radiator hose or whatever the case may be. I signed a lease saying that I would take care of the truck and then turn the truck in pretty good shape. And if it's not, it's got to be fixed. It's going to come out of your pocket. I'm hoping that the lease operators and the ACE lease operators are looked at a little bit more kindly, and they say, okay, since you had no issues, safety records impeccable, we're not gonna put one in your truck. I'd like to believe that's gonna happen because I'm getting to the point. Well, our society's gotten to a point where we always have to pay the price for other people's mistakes. This is caused by human beings, not by one person, but by a collective bunch of people who ride down the road and don't look at their phones, texting while they're driving, doing things that they shouldn't be doing, and it puts that video was exactly what happens when you don't look at the road and you take your eyes off the road for as little as 8 seconds. I can tell you this, that camera didn't save no lives. That camera just proved in the court of law and to the police and everybody else that, yeah, he took his eyes off the road. He wasn't looking at the road and he ran somebody over. I mean, that was horrible. This is what can happen. This does happen. Even in cars, I've seen cars mangled upside down. And it's true, because of the cell phone, more and more critical events are happening. So companies have no choice but to cut down on that. And the only way to do that, again, is put these cameras in. The question is, what are the parameters? Are we not allowed to look at our mirrors, look at drive-wise? Because now drive-wise is on the Qualcomm. Pre-pass was up there. It was easy. And you understood the difference in tones. So I'm curious to see how that's going to boil down. But what I'm more curious about is hopefully that somebody like me who has a good record, 3-year perfect true safety record, and others in the same category will not be subjected to or forced to have the camera put in their truck. That us as, owner ops who spend money to make money will be given the benefit of the doubt. But again, if you're a lease operator and you've got thrown critical events, yeah, you should be subjected to having, because you need it, right? You've proved over and over again that there's something going on, that you're throwing critical events or you're missing way stations. I mean, to me, that's just like, really? I have plenty of adjectives to describe how I feel about that, but I wouldn't say it here. You guys deserve, or you people who do that deserve to be scrutinized. Just because in all theory, you should be fired for throwing critical events. In some circumstances, there's always circumstances. But to do it over and over, not 3, 4, 5, I don't know. Does a company keep you around, have it throwing 6, 7 critical events in a year? I don't know. But this is the reason, again, why Prime and other companies are putting cameras in the truck, because of that scenario. Believe it or not, it's why they do it. The reason why we have a 14-hour clock is because back in the day when you could drive, they gave you the freedom. They gave us the freedom to drive a truck. And then people started using drugs to stay up because, yeah, you can blame the companies. You know, you can keep boiling it down, but at the end of the day, it's your decision. You're driving the truck. You have to make a decision whether or not you can do it. If you're tired, you should pull over. And if the company doesn't like it, so be it. The company doesn't like it. They fire you, find another job. Anyway, but so that's the reason why we have what we have here, is because I think I did it good. There's too many of us that throw these critical events. And if you think for a second it's not going to come, it's coming. It's whatever company gives them the best deal, because it's not cheap. They probably give them free cameras away, but the service, the tie-in, the software, that's an expense. But they feel that's necessary because accidents are very costly, not only in dollars and cents, but in human life. So, but no, again, I'm not upset. I'm not going to leave. I'm not changing the way I think about Prime. Not at all. Not one least bit. It'll be good to me. I just hope, again, they give me the benefit of the doubt. Look at my record. And not just me. I don't want to throw myself in there. There's plenty of drivers in Prime that have great safety records. Or maybe have a blemish once every couple of years. It's going to happen. But again, critical after critical after critical. Yeah. So that's my 2 cents. I'm getting tired. I am tired. But that's my opinion on the cameras. And whether you like it or not, what I had to say, it all comes down again, it boils down to the drivers that forced companies' hands to make that move. Period, the end. So, you know, look at yourself in the mirror before you get in the truck or go for a CDL and say, do I have what it takes to be a driver? People may make comments about me videoing when I'm driving down the road. I'm not holding that phone or camera in my hand. I have a phone jack, whatever you call it. I'm as safe as it can possibly be. Does not necessarily mean I can't get into an accident. I certainly can. But I'm as safe as I possibly can be. I have common sense. I stay far enough behind a car. I look way down the road for brake lights. I read signs. I'm coming into Atlanta. It's a 3-lane highway. I'm in the middle lane because I don't want the oncoming traffic to possibly cause an accident because they're not paying attention or they have no clue on how to enter an interstate. I give myself distance. I give myself an out. But that comes with, 40 years of driving. I've learned. I understand the damage that a truck can do, not only to a truck, but to a car and a family. I understand that. So I'm not going to do things to make my chance, to raise my chances of having something that bad happen. I'm not. Great job, bro. Great job. Because as I said before, this is tight in here. One spot between me and another guy. I pray that whoever comes in here does a good job. Anyway, so that's my take. It's coming. Whatever they got to do, they got to do. I don't want Prime to go anywhere. As a company, if you own a company like that, I'm sure you would have to make, if you had to make some changes. It's always not an easy decision to make. I believe Rob Lowe is a stand-up guy. He's all about the driver. Wants to do, but he's got to do what's best for the company as a whole. And if they're going to put cameras in, all I ask them to do is think about the drivers who have done well. Keep them in mind, because I think, I speak for many people, we're getting tired of having to pay the price for others who don't care. So, BigH is out. Stay safe. Make good decisions. And good luck.